When I got the invitation, I have been waiting for years. I decided I'd take it. So, since we're here celebrating the 65th year, I realize that is quite old, but to me, they've always been really old. So, to give you a couple examples, this was about 25 years ago. I went and got in my car on Monroe Street, and as I'm getting in the car, I noticed there's a huge dent in the side of my car, and I realized that I'm the victim of a hit and run. And, well, you know, as we all know, old people can't drive very well, so I figured it must be an old person. I was right. It was Susan. So, just some examples. And that car had that dent till the end of its days. And old people can be fragile sometimes. So my dad took me skiing once when I was 18. And we went out on the bunny slopes and he pulled out his back and was not skiing for the rest of the trip. And then there was a time we went tubing and he broke his ribs.
Almost.
And I don't know, I broke a finger once or twice, broke a wrist. I think I took out some stitches for him once when we were camping.
Yep. Right.
I hesitated to bring up the R word, but maybe by the 130th birthday party, you guys will decide to retire. But I don't know if any of us will see that happen. But in all seriousness, there's this Zen master named Shinryu Suzuki who wrote a book called Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. And he talks about how we should all kind of keep the mind of a fresh perspective on things and keep a young, fresh mind and kind of the mind of a child. And so what better example can I find than the two right here that have the mind of a child? But honestly, there's some wisdom in that, and I think that really, I think a lot of people in here will agree that these are two very young, spirited people, and they are a really good example for all of us. And in their wisdom, they've given me a lot of good advice over the years. When I graduated high school, I wasn't really sure what to do, and Susan would, gently said to me, "Oh, maybe you should teach." And so I didn't listen to her, and I went and studied biology and got a degree, and then I wasn't sure what to do after I got my degree, and at some point Susan was like, "Oh, maybe you should teach." And so I hopped in my car and drove out to California and never came back, and had wild adventures, and eventually I thought, well, maybe I should teach. And that's how I find myself in the best job that I've ever had, and I love what I do, and it's because of those gentle, that gentle advice that I got from Susan. And I also, going back to when I was just finished with college, I was kind of not really sure what to do next, and I remember sitting in the parking lot of Lou Malnati's waiting for the pizza to be finished. And my dad said, "Well, it's hard for me to tell you this, but maybe you should go out to California, visit your friend out there, and maybe you need to find yourself." And I realized how difficult that must be for a father to tell his son, because he knew that I might not come back. And but that was some of the best advice that I ever got. And I met my wonderful wife out there, and if he didn't give me that advice, I don't know. I don't know if I would have taken it out. I don't know if I would have ended up out there. So I have a great life out there, and I have a lot to be thankful of. And I think the two of you have helped me with that. So. All right, enough of the schmaltz, more roasting.